Hi everyone, I'm going to do a video showing you how to make your LipSense last on your waterline. Before I came up with this technique, I was getting 30 minutes with my waterline, but after I started using this technique, now I can get a solid 4 hours, and sometimes I can push it to 5, depending on, how much I'm drinking and how much I'm eating. But I hope this technique works for everyone. Alright, so before I get into the actual technique, I just want to go over a few important steps. First thing is apply your foundation first. Do your makeup first before you do your lips. I know that kind of sometimes would seem like oh duh, but if you apply your foundation after your lips, you're going to get, especially if you use a beauty blender, you're going to get foundation all over your lips. And then when you try to, clean it off with a Q-tip, it's going to be a hot mess. So do your foundation first and then do your lips last. The second tip I'm going to bring up is use witch hazel, and that's an important step, and at first, skipped over it. It's not important. I don't need to use witch hazel. I can use water. That's fine. Then I actually started using witch hazel, and I cleaned it off. I was like, wow, I have a lot of foundation on my lips that I did not know I had. So it's important to clean your lips really, really well so they don't have any makeup on or any soap residue or anything like any balm or any aquaphor left from the night before. And the third tip I'm going to do is shake your tube a lot. And I know you've heard that a million times, but if you shake your tube like this and then think that's it, you need to shake it more. So a pigment in the LipSense is solid. And to evenly disperse it without the liquid of the LipSense, you need to shake it up at least 30 seconds to really get it in. If you do not shake your LipSense up enough, if you don't shake the tube up enough, when your waterline starts to fade and you get those little clumps of color coming off when you blot it on a tissue, that's the pigment. That's because you did not shake it up well enough. So when I say shake it up, I say shake it up. Another thing I want to mention is that this technique takes a little bit longer than you're used to in the morning. With the lighter colors like Bombshell and pink champagne or beige champagne, I can do my LipSense in 30 seconds and be out the door. But if I want to wear a red lip, I'm going to spend a little bit more time on it. So that's why I'm okay with this technique taking a little bit longer. Because if I'm going to wear a red lip and a bright lip, I want it to look good. So I'm going to spend time on it. A lot of you have trouble with Fly Girl and Blu Red. Some people have trouble with Dark Pink and Bella. Dark Pink and Bella are awful on me. They don't last at all. But all 4 of these colors are bad for me. So most of the mattes tend to wear off the first on your waterline. But with this technique, I've gotten 4 solid hours out of this. So I hope this works for you too. Okay, now I'm going to get into the actual technique. So first I am going to get witch hazel onto a Q-tip and then just clean my lips off. So I probably have some foundation on still. So yeah, I'll show you after. So yeah, this much, let's see if you can see, this much foundation came up on my lips. And before I started using witch hazel, my LipSense was sticking to my foundation. It wasn't sticking to my lips, and that's why I didn't get as much wear time on it. So now I'm going to take the other side of the Q-tip and just dry it. Okay, I'm going to use Blu Red today because it's probably the most popular, right now at least. Okay, I'm going to take these cotton rounds, like this, and I'm going to shove them in my mouth. And while I do that, I'm going to shake up my tube. It's like getting your wisdom teeth out. Okay, shake up your tube. Sweet. So what this does is that it gets your waterline as dry as your outer lip. And it's not dry, it's just the same amount of moisture, which is, or lack thereof. So right after I finish that, I'm going to go ahead and apply my LipSense, but I'm going to apply my waterline first. You really only need this much on your brush, which is nothing. I'm going to show you on my arm how much product you can get out of this little sponge without any excess on it. So I'm going to show you. This is new Sassy Z. Alright, if you cannot do one layer on your lips with this much product, then ooh, I want your lips. But you really do not need any more than what the sponge holds. So that's important to know too. So now that I've been talking, I'm going to dry my waterline out a little bit more. Just like this. Dry out your teeth and your gums and your waterline. Like that. Okay, I'm going to apply my waterline first. I have a mirror. Like that. And you guys will be able to do this without pausing, but since I'm talking, I'm going to re-dry my waterline on the top. Oh no, got it on my teeth. And I'm going to do the waterline again. Okay, now that I got my waterline, the first layer of my waterline done, it's going to dry. And it's really going to stick because it's dry already. Alright, in the meantime, don't stick your lips together. In the meantime, I'm going to do the rest of my lips. Jeez. And now I'm going to let that layer dry. Okay, it should be dry now. Okay, I'm going to re-dry my waterline. Like that. Dry the teeth off. Oops. That's why I use the nice ones. Alright. Okay, and now I'm gonna let the second layer dry. Okay, second layer is dry now. Alright, here's my autumn waterline one last time. And now my top waterline. And all three layers are done now, so I'm going to let this one dry too, or I apply on gloss. Okay, now I'm going to apply on gloss. I'm just using glossy. Don't forget to gloss on the waterline. And that is how I get my Blu Red. That's my technique of applying to get my Blu Red, my Fly Girl, my Bella, my Dark Pink, Bravo, First Love, to stay on my waterline at least 5 hours. Sometimes, depending on the day, depending on how much I eat and drink, it can last longer than that. But I used to only get 30 minutes with this technique, and I'm happy I used to only get 30 minutes before I found out this technique, and I'm happy I did, because now I can actually get, very long wear with LipSense, like all the way on my lips, not just the outside. And that is all. That's all I have today. That's my technique. If it helped you, please let me know. I want to know if it worked for you. That's it. That's all I have today. I hope your LipSense lasts all day long. I hope your Blu Red lasts all day long and you slay it. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.